Yo, what is up YouTube? Sharp back here with another video, and this is a requested video from my last AK video. People said they want to see us play against like not such a good team and break down what they did wrong. So let's jump into this. Alright, first you're going to see only two of their guys go woodside, and those two guys pretty much lined up and they let Revan take them out. And then one of them pushed mid to top 10, and then one of them pushed back trailer. And so they pretty much all got killed, which that's not a problem. And that's nothing wrong with like tactics. They should have sent a guy top wood and maybe a guy camo, or maybe we usually send 3 people wood. But really the main thing, like after you guys told me you wanted to see this video, is the main thing that I noticed when I was watching in Spectator. One, I noticed that it was easier to show like this, because besides besides us outslaying them, really what they were doing tactic wise is, if you notice, nobody on their team ever they don't ever run back to the flag. They'll send one guy back, like right here you see Ankle Breaker, he's running back. And then the rest of the guys are just pushing down towards our spawn. They're running down C tunnel, or they're running down mid map, they're running bottom 10. And really what this does is it lets us, you see Ego just keeps relaying the flag, and the one guy that pushed back actually stops Ego. And then I think that was like the only stop they had the whole game. So really, what you want to do on this map is, if you're ever if your whole team ever gets down, you don't want to just push down C tunnel and try to get the one flag that's running. Well, what you want to do is try to push back. You see Sinister right here, he did push back, but for some reason he runs all the way back trailer, and he actually gets taken out by Revan. And right now you see Ego's in wood, RJ's on their flag, Revan's in trailer. We have nobody on, we really have nobody over by C-Dom. And I'm not, I didn't, the main reason why you guys always ask me to do like a video breaking down another team, and the reason why I don't really like breaking down other teams is because I'm not like, I don't want to like sit here and say like I'm like God's gift to Call of Duty and like I'm the best player, but there's just like, there's certain things, and in no way am I saying like these guys suck. I'm just saying, these are things that they need to work on if they want to be, if they even still are a team. These are things they need to work on if they want to progress and make their team better. You see right now, Apology, like he actually gets the flag, but nobody on their team. We're in like a standoff right now, and nobody on their team is staying back with them. And the only reason why those guys are spawning wood right now because Ego's pushing back trailer. That's another reason why you don't want to push back trailer, because you give them that good spawn over on the jungle side, and you really want to push jungle. So if you spawn there, that's really the only time they really push, is when they spawn jungle. But we get that flag back, and you just see Ego just running down jungle. No one's there to stop him. I put up the score. You guys can see the score there. But yeah, no one's really there to stop him, and one guy's pushing down mid, one guy's pushing down C tunnel. They have one guy jungle side, and he gets taken out. And so RJ's just gonna go grab the flag. I'm just gonna fast forward this because it's pretty much the whole story of this side. You guys want to push jungle when you're playing, and you rarely ever want to push down C tunnel. If you guys watch my MLG gameplays, I do emphasize that a lot. So I pretty much just cut out the rest of that whole side, just because it was just, there's no really gameplay in this. I show gameplay at the end. But you see us right here, I push jungle, RJ's back, like backwood, and me and Revan are pushed up jungle. So we send 3 people jungle, and we send 1 guy middle. And you see that Sinister, he pushed in the trailer. Fantasy, whatever you want to call him, he goes bottom 10. And they don't really ever push down the C tunnel back to their spawn and go back and look at their flag. And if you watch the other side, if you're watching on the other side what we do, pretty much every time when we spawn, we run down the C tunnel and go and look at the flag. And right here you see Revan. Revan actually, he pushes bottom 10, but he doesn't run down that C tunnel, so it doesn't really mess up their spawn too bad. You see Fantasy's pushing back trailer again. Not really what you want to do. The whole time, the whole game, we're pushing jungle. We just keep pulling and pulling and pulling. No one's really on their team is watching the flag. That's just pretty much effortless pulls. Fantasy, he's waiting, And really what Fantasy should have done in this moment right here is pulled the flag and tried to run back trailer. And tell his team, that's the only time I say go back trailer is, if you're going to go and pull the flag and then try to run away so the other team can't cap, try to get it to a standoff. But, right here you see me and Ego are pushing down jungle, Revan went mid-map, and the only guy in the back of their spawn is Apology. And you see he gets taken out by Ego, and, me and Ego just pull. And right now it's 10-0. And once again you see, this guy's waiting on our flag. He's just waiting, he's waiting, and I think he actually takes me out, but then the guy behind me kills him, Revan kills him. Ego has the flag, and Ego just brings in the flag.
Enemy flag returned.
And you see, somehow I think they actually got that jungle spawn because RJ pushed down C tunnel. And that's really the only time they pushed jungle this whole entire time is when they got a jungle spawn. And even, I guess you could say they're doing that, they're pushing back trailer because they're losing like 12-0 right now. But really, if you see how fast forward, they just keep pushing back trailer. The way to not get in a position where you're losing 12-0 is to just don't push back trailer at all. Don't go back trailer and always run back to your flag and go jungle. I'm just going to fast forward for the rest of this because, I just don't want to sit here and keep talking about going back trailer and doing all that, because besides losing besides getting outslayed, really what you can do if you're not like a team that is circled around gun skill is change up the way you play and try to play different, try to play smarter, and try to avoid gunfights. I don't know, just try to play smarter. So you see right here, I told you guys there's about a minute of gameplay. This game actually ends like 10 seconds early. That's because there's like a 10 flag cap rule on CTF for each side. If you cap 10 flags, the game ends, and I think we actually do that. So yeah, this is just some gameplay. I'm using I use the Spectre this whole time. This game, this is a game where we all decide to use guns besides the FAMAS. I think Ego used the AK, Revan used the MP5. RJ used different guns like the Commando, the Spectre. He was trying a whole bunch of different stuff. I used the Spectre, and so we were really all trying to try to use something else besides the FAMAS. And we don't really know how good this team was, so we don't really know how it worked. If this is just if these guns only work just because this might be not such a good team, or if these guns just worked because they worked. But you're gonna see right here, I'm just laying on the flag. I'm waiting for Ego to cap the last flag, and I'm gonna relay in the last 8 seconds. And I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. A lot of you guys posted comments saying you wanted me to do this, so I did it. Tell me what you guys think, and I apologize for all the video effects that I'm doing on my videos. I'm just trying out some different stuff, so bear with me. Like the video, favorite it, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next commentary. Thanks.